Studio Series 110 Shockwave might have just about the most amazing robot mode you've ever seen, but then his paltry tank mode might be one of the laziest alt modes ever. Sorry, excuse me, that's a weird way to say hello. My name is GarrytheGremlin. Come on in, sit down, and we'll talk about it. First up, robot mode. Like I said not 10 seconds ago, it looks great. I love this interpretation of Shockwave. If anything, it reminds me most of a Gundam. He's got some really amazing sculpt work, and unlike most of the Siege figures, I'm actually a fan of how the paint makes him look weathered. It's a nice touch. This toy is bizarrely not accurate to the film as far as colors go. Just based off this screen grab alone, it looks like he should be a tinge more dark purple, and those massive, thick thighs are just absolutely the wrong color. I will say, this dude is big, like capital B-I-G. Or I won't say it, I'll just show it. You know, I could even refer to Shockwave as Galactic Man for the rest of the video, and you couldn't do anything about it. I'm not going to, but it's in my rights. Kind of crazy that these two cost the same amount, but that's too political of a discussion point for this channel. Point is, I've never thought of Shockwave as that bulky or physical of a guy. If anything, he's all about brain power, so a massive hulking Voyager seems a little off. Maybe I'm not impressed by the size of Shockwave, I'm just disappointed by the size of the average leader. It's very unfortunate about this whole bicep swivel situation. If you don't know, because everyone in my very complex friend group seems to be talking about this Shockwave is missing a bicep swivel. I know! That's the third most recognizable feature of Shockwave's design! Right after the Cyclops eye and the massive monoboob. How will people even know it's Shockwave without his famous bicep swivel? That's how you sound. That's how some of you sound right now. Do you hear yourselves? Pathetic. Nonsense is what you are. Back in my day, we lived without bicep swivel, and we had fun. My Transformers animated McDonald's Ratchet toy didn't have a bicep swivel, and me and him got on just fine. We still even text sometimes. Long story short, yeah, it's dumb that he doesn't have a bicep swivel. It can make posing a bit more of a hassle, but just grow a pair, you'll live. Transformation is really indicative of the alt mode to follow. It's an H-tank. All you do is straighten out the arms and legs and get him flat. Unfortunately with Shockwave, it's an H-tank and it doesn't even look good. I think the reason this one doesn't work for me so much is just with how the turret looks. It can spin and all, but it just looks kind of shrimpy and small up there. Look, he can roll and just forget about the alt mode, okay? We're going back to robot mode. Yeah. Unprecedented, but nah, I'm not wasting any more time on that boring H-tank. There are some excruciatingly fun details I really appreciate on this guy. Maybe not excruciatingly, I'm running out of adverbs, okay? Light piping is always a must for Shockwaves, and it looks great here. Interesting enough, when you remove the arm cannon for transformation, it reveals a completely normal hand under there, and you can have an uncanny valley Shockwave without a gun for a hand. And, even more curious, there's a faded Autobot symbol on his forearm. Is this some subtle reference to hidden lore behind this iteration of Shockwave? In the Bumblebee movie universe, was he once a heroic Autobot who then suffered a fall from grace and turned dastardly Decepticon? Or was this a hastily cobbled together CGI model that reused parts from Optimus Prime and forgot to take the symbol off? Shockwave's alright, y'all. Now just stay out of trouble yourselves. Gah. Peace.